Well, everyone, it is time for us to go ahead and take a look at the pixels, all the pixels that ever came out for the base models. Pixel 1, Pixel 2, Pixel 3, Pixel 4, Pixel 5, Pixel 6, and Pixel 7, and basically see how long they're going to last in the battery department. Now, some things, this test has already been running for about a minute and 27 seconds. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let them basically die out. All of them are the exact same thing. They're on the most up-to-date version as far as I can tell. They have the max screen brightness on all of them, even if it doesn't look like it. They're all on max 1. The Pixel 3 is kind of throwing me off a little bit, and they all have the apps cleared out in the background and nothing in the background at all. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to check back in every hour or so and see where they're at. Now for the first hour, I think 2 hours, I'm probably just going to play a YouTube video in the background because the screen timeout still times out after 30 minutes and I need them to stay on all the time, and the video will bypass that. So we'll check back in about another hour and basically see where we're at. I'm going to assume that the Pixel 7 is going to outlast probably all of them. Maybe the Pixel 6 will end up outlasting the Pixel 7 as far as I can tell, but I'm pretty sure the 7 is going to outlast all the other phones. So let's go and check back in another hour and see where we're at. Alright everyone, we are at the 1 hour and 9 minute mark, and it's been a very interesting hour. So I played this video in the background of all of them. The Pixel 7 right now is at 90%, the Pixel 6 is at 85%, my Pixel 5 is at 93%, surprisingly. My Pixel 4 is not showing its battery life, and if I go up here, if I go and scroll into settings, which is right there, we should be able to see my Pixel 5 is at 81%, I believe. My Pixel 3 over there is also not showing its battery life, so I'm going to have to go and show that. And my other two pixels are not showing their battery life either, so I'll go ahead and turn those on and come back in a second. So my Pixel 4 is at 81%, my Pixel 3 is at 79%, my Pixel 2 is at 75%, and my Pixel 1 is at 60%. So we are at varying battery lives on all of them. The Pixel 5 is doing surprisingly well right now, so I'm going to go ahead and play this video again for another hour. We'll check back in and kind of see where they're at, at that point. Right, everyone, it's been about another hour since then, so we're at the 2 hour mark, and we are at a ton of different battery lives on all of them. So my Pixel 7 is at 83%, my Pixel 6 is at 77%, my Pixel 5 is at 85%, my Pixel 4 is at 67%, my Pixel 3 is at 66%, my Pixel 2 is at 65%, and my Pixel 1 is at 44%. So my Pixel 1 is doing the worst right now. My Pixel 2 is doing decently well, which is surprising. My Pixel 3 and Pixel 4 are the same, which is very interesting. The Pixel 5 is doing way better than I would initially have thought, and it's actually doing the best, I think, out of all these phones. So right now the Pixel 7 is kind of like in second place, I would guess. The Pixel 5 is in number 1 place. The Pixel 6 and the rest of them are kind of in order of best to worst. But that is honestly pretty crazy that the Pixel 5 is doing so well. Now I'm going to close out of all these applications on all of them, and I'm going to go and play Temple Run 2 in the background, and hopefully that will help kind of kill these things off a little bit faster. So we'll check back in another hour and basically see where we're at. Alright, so we are about another hour, actually over an hour in, so we are 3 hours and 15 minutes into the test. I've been playing Temple Run 2 in the background of all of them with the video playing in the background. So let me go and hop out of all of them here, and we'll see what battery life we are on. So we are on the main panel of all of them. My Pixel 7 is at 67%, my Pixel 6 is at 62%, my Pixel 5 is at 66%, my Pixel 4 is at 31%, my Pixel 3 is at 42%, my Pixel 2 is at 40%, and my Pixel 1 is at 1%. So the Pixel 1 is pretty much about to die, and you are starting to see the big differences that Google has kind of made for each generation of battery. So it still seems to me that the Pixel 5 is doing well. The Pixel 7 is not doing that bad, but I was considering this one was going to be better than the Pixel 5. So I'll let it, run again for a little bit, like another hour. I'm pretty sure the Pixel 1 is about to die, and we'll see how often or how long the other ones last. I think the other ones are going to die fairly sooner than the Pixel 7 as well. So we'll check back in about another hour and see where we're at. Alright everyone, we are at the 5 hour and 3 minute mark, and a ton of things have changed. The Pixel 4 has died, as well as the Pixel 1 and the Pixel 2 have died in the last 2 hours. So the Pixel 1 died at 3 hours 18 minutes, the Pixel 2 died at 4 hours and 43 minutes, and the Pixel 4 died at 4 hours and 21 minutes. So the Pixel 2 actually outlasted the Pixel 4, which is pretty insane. Now for the rest of these phones that are still alive, let's go and check out the battery lives in all of these ones. Now the Pixel 7 right now is at 43%. The Pixel 6 is at 38%, the Pixel 5 is at 37%, and the Pixel 3 is at 6%. So the Pixel 3 is pretty much about to die. Actually, the Pixel 5 is now way less than both the Pixel 6, well, a little bit less than the Pixel 6, but the Pixel 7 is now coming up a little bit. So it's surprising that the Pixel 7 is starting to come up a little bit now, which is very, very surprising. The Pixel 3 will probably end up dying, I think, in the next 45 minutes. So we'll check back in about another hour or two and basically see where these phones are at. All right, everyone, we are now at the 6 hour and 10 minute mark. A very long comparison this has been, and we are stuck with these three phones back down here. So I'll probably just leave it like this for the, rest of the time. Our Pixel 7 is at 33%, our Pixel 6 is at 27%, and our Pixel 5 is at 25%. So right now, our Pixel 7 is doing better than both of these phones, but these two phones are coming in very, very close. So it is very surprising that this one may end up doing better than these ones. We're going to have to kind of wait and see what's going to happen. But as of right now, the Pixel 7 is outlasting these two phones as well as the other Pixels that have came out before that. So we'll check back in about another hour. I'm going to go ahead and load up. I'll probably keep them on their main display for the time being and check back in and see where we go. We have now made it to the end of this comparison. We are at the 8 hour and 23 minute mark, and this is basically how it went. The Pixel 7 right now is still at 3%, so this one ended up lasting the longest out of all the other Pixels, which was not expected because this one was doing worse in the beginning with, but that ended up getting better. The Pixel 6 ended up dying at 8 hours and 19 minutes, the Pixel 5 7 hours and 54 minutes, the Pixel 3 at 5 hours and 35 minutes, the Pixel 2 at 4 hours 43 minutes, the Pixel 4 at 4 hours and 21 minutes, and the Pixel 1 at 3 hours and 18 minutes. So what has this taught us? Well, basically, the Pixel 7 is probably the better one when it comes down to it. It's going to be giving you better battery life than the other devices on the standard testing that I've done. However, if you still own a Pixel 6 or even a Pixel 5, you're still getting pretty good battery life. The difference between a Pixel 4 and Pixel 5, massive battery difference for sure, as well as kind of from a Pixel 3 to a Pixel 4, we already kind of knew this battery life was kind of bad just because it was, I think, a smaller size battery here. Kind of an interesting approach from Google at the time. But regardless, if you're coming from really any of the previous Pixels, you're going to be getting better battery life on the Pixel 7, which is greatly appreciated. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.